The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable, custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. And heard worldwide on Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. And follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. Don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Also support us on PayPal and Anchor FM/support. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including great books by Mian Mohsen Zia, go to Amazon.com/Mian Mohsen Zia and order today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's from the great Pacific Northwest and residing deep in the heart of Texas. His music is described as reggae, island, rock with some European influence, and also he's been around a lot of music involving rock, alternative, island, hip-hop, jazz, etc. The list goes on, and he's got a couple of singles out. Undertow, Listen to My Words, One Love, and we'll be playing his latest in just a few minutes here on the Mike Wagner Show. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios, somewhere deep in the heart of Texas, the very multi-talented singer-songwriter and very influential Matthew Fiock. Matthew, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Mr. Wagner.
Well, it's great to have you on board as well, too. So you're from the great Northwest. You're now in Texas. You've got some songs out, which is Undertow, Listen to My Words, One Love, and we'll be playing Flew into a Shadow in just a few minutes. And your music is described as reggae, island, rock with some European influence, and you've also been around hip-hop, jazz, a lot more, and you've also been playing strings for 15 years as well, too, and you just have one heck of an audience out there. And before getting to all that, tell us how I first got started, Matthew.
Yeah, I tell you what, this has been a real trip. Absolutely, trying to get to this place right here with the reggae island rock. It's been a long journey. I wasn't really into the style for a long time as a kid, but as I grew up in Eugene, Oregon, it was. It kind of grew on me with the rock influence and such, all fused. It started off, pretty easily with a number of buddies. They introduced me to some reggae and kind of slowly started getting into it. Well, I had some friends as well that are from the Pacific Islands, and they got me right into playing the ukulele.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't into that either. And well, so I ended up picking it up, putting down the guitar, as I had played guitar probably 15, 16 years, picked up the ukulele, and ever since it's kind of just become history. So I got these guitars hanging up on a wall. Usually it's the ooks, but oh, that's a really nice guitar. How come you don't play it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's definitely a real turnaround. So I've had a few folks kind of look at me like, really, the ukulele? Yeah, it's definitely it. But I've gotten the studio with Brad Davis at BDM Studio and here in Commerce, Texas. And this guy has been a heavy hitter. So he's helped me develop that sound more and more. We've been bringing in different students from Texas A&M and from from anywhere from trumpets to steel drummers. We're working in the studio right now. And we got some steel drum crew in there on this new original that I'm working on. So, it definitely has been a journey, but definitely not boring.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a really exciting life as well, too. And what was one precise moment that influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your life?
Ever since I was a kid, I was probably about 5 or 6, and I wanted to do a solo and a stage play and all, and I just kind of went from there. But it's really been a build up. I was a kid that really loved sound. Laid on the ground, you lay down on the church floor or something, you feel the drums all banging through the floor, and you're going, man, this feels cool. And so ever since then, I kind of got into vocalization at a young age, and I just kind of went from there. But yeah, I mean, it's always been kind of in the family. My parents always said, you are definitely a wonder, because none of us are really musically talented. Yeah, it was definitely a turnaround there.
I actually never heard of anyone really getting into music by lying on a floor in a church and just feeling the drums. I mean, that is very unique, I gotta say. Very unique.
Yeah, I started off with drums first. I think that was the very first thing. But after that, then it was pretty shortly after, vocalizing. Absolutely, yes. Songwriting, not in my future, but then I picked it up, and I fell in love with writing as well.
Mm-hmm. And also, too, just to clarify, how'd you end up getting into reggae island rock, besides being with your friends from the Pacific Islands?
I think there was a day where I was listening to a mixed blend of different sounds, jazz and rock. And then what it really ended up being was I just really started getting into the bass of that particular genre. The bass and the drums playing together, real groovy. I've always been kind of a groovy, kind of a guy myself. So ever since then, and I started hearing some real cool sounds coming from the electric guitar. Well, then I started thinking, well, I'm not really good at electric guitar, because if I try playing an electric guitar, I make it sound like a dying cow. So I didn't try. So it ended up being where I go, okay, I need to find something that's going to really work with my fingers. And ever since my buddies, a couple of the Hawaiian Islanders, I thought, no, that's a joke. So then from there, yeah, I think it really morphed into its own sound. But reggae, it was always around me in Eugene, Oregon growing up. And I just wasn't really into it. Yeah, I wasn't into the whole subculture of it all. But then years later, I don't know. I think I just got a little bit older and a little bit softer, and I kind of came away from my little punk days that I had.
How did you meet in your Pacific Island friends? This sounds like a really interesting story. How'd you guys first meet?
Yeah, there was always a number of different pockets of islanders, kind of all up and down Oregon and Washington, and there was a couple of guys that I had met. They were just hanging out on the sidewalk, and I'm walking downtown doing my thing, and there's a couple of guys I started getting in, talking with and all, and they were in the city. So from there, they kind of made fun of me for playing guitar. I'm going, really? You're playing that kid guitar right there, the ukulele, and I'm going, giving them a bad time. And you're expecting me to pick up the ukulele over the guitar? I'm going, dude, just try it, man. Just try it. So ever since then, it kind of kicked in. But I have to shout out to a guy off the islands that really kicked it into high gear for me as far as playing the uk with the reggae, and that's Jake Shimabukuro out of Hawaii. That guy, I was in the education system back in Seattle and working with some kids, and he came in for a school assembly. And ever since after he played, man, it was the guitar was no longer in sight. Mm-hmm. But yeah, reggae, I'm all about it now.
It sounds like it. And have you thought about maybe since you came up with these new sounds, cool sounds, discovering sounds in a new way, maybe an electric ukulele in the works for you?
As a matter of fact, I've been thinking on this. There is these different groups on Facebook that I've been paying attention to, and there's a number of them that play their uk, and they play with pedals. And I've never played with pedals before, never really had the chance. So I have a number of friends that play guitar that are ridiculous on their electric guitar, and then playing, of course, the pedals as well. So I thought, well, maybe I could incorporate that. And ever since then, I've started looking for pedals and really electrifying that sound. I'm still in the stage of the acoustic stage, so it's really in the morphing kind of season for me right now. But I'm looking to get a couple new uks, and then also get some pedals as well, because I think it definitely. I don't really get into the whole thing where people look at me going, "Hey, you play the uk, either it's serious or I'm just a clown." It's one of the two.
Just don't tell that to Izzy, who did Somewhere Over the Rainbow. If he were still alive, he would just he would come up to you 500 pounds and sit on your face. Don't you come up and say that to him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely one that I was a little bit scared of, because I don't think I can even hold a candle to that, give him a bad time. No, he's going to hit me. I'll go down. I probably wouldn't get back up with his size.
That's actually one of my favorite ook songs as well, too. And, there's like a list of them, but right now you probably go on all day, and maybe just a king scroll going into night and everything else. And also, speaking of ooks, guitars, and everything else, who are some of your singers, songwriters, and also your favorite guitarists and ook players, growing up?
Oh, man alive. I gotta definitely do a big shout out to Jake Shimabukuro. He was definitely instrumental in me doing, kind of jumping into the ukulele world. But as far as vocalization, I'll have to say that it was a real blend growing up. I didn't know my sound yet until I hit my 30s, but it was, I think it was Scott Stapp from Creed, because I bring a real rock kind of influence into it. As far as, I would say reggae, there's kind of a blend there. There's Matthew Fiock, and then there's also Bob Marley. There's a few others. There's Dirty Heads, Iration, The Movement. There's a number of different groups that I listen to their vocals, and it's phenomenal. But there's a number of other ook players out there that are off the islands. There's also Josh Tadafi. He's really moving up in the ranks. He plays the ook, but he's got a real smooth Hawaiian voice. So it's really been a blend between the Pacific Hawaiian island, or really the Pacific Islands altogether. That, and then also the Caribbean. So the two different island nations coming together. It's been fun.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a lot of fun as well, too. And I guess considering like all the different islands, which one is there a huge difference in terms of style with the ooks and everything else between the islands or all the islands?
Man, that one's hard. But I do know that there has been, I would say, Samoa. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of people screaming on the other end of this radio going, yeah, that's us. Samoa, Hawaii, of course, being one of them. I know also family down under in Australia, big old island nation there. But then, of course, Jamaica has been played real huge on my sound. But yeah, a lot of the island nations, I really hold tight to a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like my name be Jamin, yeah. So,
yes, sir.
Oh, it's amazing. We'll talk about your amazing music and your new song in just 1 minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by SonicWeb Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. SonicWeb Studios is the answer. SonicWeb Studios offers fast, affordable, custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout-out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. And follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And don't forget to support The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Also on Anchor FM and PayPal. And for some great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, and great books by Mia Mosensia, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia and order today. We're here, singer, songwriter, multi-talented on the ook, and a lot more. Rock, alternative, island, hip-hop, jazz. He's done everything. Matthew Fiock here on the Mike Wagner Show from the great Pacific Northwest, now in Texas. And let's talk about some of your music like Undertow, Listen to My Words, and onelove. And tell us more about those songs.
Yeah, so Undertow really became a song out of the clear blue. I was messing around actually on the guitar right before I really jumped into the ukulele. But that was really a song about my wife and talking about, it's all symbolic in that song. So that was really something that was a very special song, because when I talk about, sinking to the bottom of the ocean, going to the depths of her heart. So it was really one of those real romantic songs, from the guy to the ladies. Hopefully it's one that can take off. I want to put in the studio a little bit later. Well, Listen to My Words. That one is an instructional song, actually, to my son. I got two boys, and it's kind of giving instruction to them in life, things that are coming and things to do as men and as growing up. Just encouraging them to really get above themselves and see people to care for them. Being a part of something constructive instead of demeaning and tearing people down and things like that. So that's my personality. It's my wife's personality. I figured need to build them up like that. There's a number of songs. There's I know a song right now that I'm in the studio with. It's called Audible Alarm, and it's really talking about some of the issues going on today, and really giving a real kind of a siren of some of the pitfalls and different things that are going on, and how we can really see a response in a different way instead of kind of what's really been given, because there's just been a lot of hardship a lot of people going through stuff, a lot of people hating on different people. And so it's been rough, but something that where we can actually chop things up and say, hey, the reality is these things, and really work things out together as families and as a community. So that's the newest one I'm working on. But with these other songs, it's primarily really their messages is to give hope to the hopeless, and to see broken people being able to rise up. This has been said many times, but where people have kind of come from the ashes, and they're able to come up because there's a hope, there's an answer to everything. And so really, it's, I guess, if you will, it's kind of a message of identity and of hope, to this world that's really is fallen down. Mm-hmm. So that's basics of the message of really what the songs are.
Mm-hmm. And how about some of your other songs you like to talk about as well?
Yes. With the songs with Flew Into a Shadow, there's this place where you can hide away from different things that are going on. So that song is really something where you find, again, with the message of hope, where there is a life change that can come with an answer, and it's so many people are going through different things, and where you can hide away underneath like the wings of God type thing, where you can rest, and people can be a kind of more of a healing part of that community, instead of just tearing down. So that's what Flew Into Shadow more is. Mm-hmm. And then One Love, of course, is being taken from Bob Marley's version, and taking it and then bringing it kind of in a way where it's a bit more of kind of a country kind of spin on things. My producer, Brad Davis, and I, we were wanting to do something a little bit different. So we decided to put a spin on that because, of course, reggae, island rock, that's a usual thing a lot of people know. But we wanted to do something that kind of threw people off the rocker just enough. We're like, okay, that's a little different. I need to listen on to this because this is, reggae, country. Yeah, that doesn't go. Let's see how this one fits.
Right, exactly, yeah. And what else do you base your lyrics on, Matt?
I'm sorry, one more time?
I said, what else do you base your lyrics on?
It's there's a lot of relational type songs that I really build on. There's, as you just heard me say, there's so much people are facing nowadays, and there's a lot of hardships and a lot of things that people are having to go through. And I think what's really important is that what ends up being at the end of the day that there is healing, and there's hope, and there's salvation. There's all these things at the end of the day that we can look for. And there's so much bad in the world, so much media. And I'm not saying that all media is bad, but there has been, I know across the nation, a lot of people have really kind of gone on strike, against the news and things. And I get that, there's just a lot of hard things that are coming down the line. And I think a lot of people need a lot of hope and a lot of restoration and renewal in their lives. And there's just too much of it. And so I think that when I was a kid back in the 70s, it was really something I thought, I want to be somebody that kind of gave a little bit more of that good news, of that hope, kind of the opposite end. And it's hard to do, but it's definitely possible.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like you're really making a great impact as well, too, and give everybody encouragement, and you're doing a great job. And where can we find your music at, Matt?
You can really go to all the platforms. It's Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, really anything that you can get your hands on. I believe it's on Deezer, and there's a few others as well. You can find me on Facebook. Of course, I pitch that out there on there. Then there's also matthewfiock.com, Reverb Nation, YouTube. I've got a few videos, and slowly building the arsenal right now.
That is so amazing. We're going to play Flew Into a Shadow from Matthew Fiock in just a few minutes. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Mosensia of Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with Matthew Fiock with Flew Into a Shadow after this time out.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing. Available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, where The Mike Wagner Show interviews great guests, cool conversation, lots of laughs, coffee, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device, subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're back with singer-songwriter, very multi-talented Matthew Fiock from the great Pacific Northwest, now in Texas here on the Mike Wagner Show. Right now, here's his latest release called Flew Into a Shadow. Here's Matthew Fiock on the Mike Wagner Show.
Climb up your wing, lie down till day. Perfumes, they dust me, so wax my lashes, make a wait on my rest. Pour out your cup, lay down my back, lay down my back. Na, 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 na. To a shadow, yeah. Climb up your wing, lie down today, yeah. A perfume say, dust me, so wax my lashes, make a wait on my rest. Pour out your cup, lay down my back, lay down my back. Flew into a shadow, sleep away some leopard, flew into the shadow. Shadow, sleep away, sleep leopard, flew into the shadow. Your past, it doesn't matter. Come up your wing, lie down today, yeah. A perfume say, just me. So wax my lashes, make a wait on my rest. Pour out your cup, yeah. Lay down my back, lay down my back. Flew into a shadow, sleep away, sleep leopard. Flew into your shadow, flew into a shadow, sleep away, sleep leopard. Into the shadow, your past, it doesn't matter. Na 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 na. So just let it go. To your shade, bright's the dark, laying broken here at the park. I know you come a knocking the dundo that should have only way that I've won. To shade bright's a dog, laying broken here at the park. I know you come a knocking the dundo that should have only way that I've won. To shade bright's a dog, laying broken here at the park. I know you come a knocking the dun. You're the only way I won. You're the only way I won. So turn your light on. Yeah.
Great song, Matthew Fiock. That was Flew Into a Shadow. And once again, tell us where can we find that great song and all of your music, Matthew?
All the major platforms, the Spotify, iHeartradio, Google Play. You can go to Facebook, matthewfiock.com. There is also YouTube. You can go listen to some of the videos, extras is there as well. You can pick it up anywhere where there's major handles for that song, Flew Into a Shadow.
We certainly will do so. And what can you expect from me in 2021 and beyond, Matthew?
This year, really what it's been is building up the album. I've had a number of songs that we've been working on, and so we've been plugging away at some originals and also a few covers as well. There's been different talk of using my stuff for different movies and TV, and also I'm right now I'm learning the art of the pitch so we can maybe throw that out there a bit higher.
Huh, that's interesting. And also we have a couple of minutes with singer-songwriter, multi-talented Matthew Fiock here on the Mike Wagner Show. Looking forward to have you back on, Matthew. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
I would have to say probably the number one that I listen to above all the other artists is probably Matthew Fiock. But then also for the ook, I should say that's Jake Shimabukuro out of Hawaii.
Okay. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Okay. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
I apologize. That was still out there. Couldn't hear that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Oh, if you have something in your head, in your heart, you have a dream, something you want to go after, there is no reason why you should ever stop for anything. I think what ends up happening is that you have to look at, if you're going to give advice to your kid, this is the way I do it for my kids. You can either do something you really want to do and go after the better version of you, or you can stay back behind the counter doing something you really don't want to be doing and become lesser of the very thing that is in your head and in your heart to go do.
And that's very true also, too. Once again, we're here with singer-songwriter, multi-talented Matthew Fiock here on the Mike Wagner Show. Matthew, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And before we go, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? And where can people purchase or listen to your music?
You just go to matthewfiock.com. That's one of the main spots. Of course, Facebook, Spotify, iHeartradio, Google Play, really all the big handles that you can find. You're going to find my stuff on there.
We certainly will do so. Once again, Matthew, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely great. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch. You've been absolutely fantastic. And don't forget to bring the uke this time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Wagner, for having me on.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, the Father of creation. Let them abase all their dirty remarks. There is one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own beliefs? One love, one heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I feel alright. Let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. So when the man comes there will be no doom. Have pity on those who chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Yeah, yeah. The Father of creation. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. One love, one heart. Thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Hey, from the Father of creation. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Grace from the Father of creation. Praise, thanks from the bottom of creation.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.